You are currently tuned into Digital Nimbus on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. We are absolutely honored to have the ever so talented Thumbtack Smoothie live and direct on the phone lines into the Digital Nimbus studio and broadcasting all over the world for you. Very cool. Also known as Carl Coletti.
Carl, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Excellent.
I think we got all this going here.
Yeah, good.
Nice to hear from you.
It's good to hear from you. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
You're calling from San Francisco, is that correct?
Yep, calling from up here in San Francisco, California.
Awesome.
That's where I'm based.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. We've got Thumbtack Smoothie on the phone line with us, folks, and we've got 3 CDs to give away. We've got all 3 of them in our hands right now. Math is Hard playing, actually, Homestyle's playing right now in the background.
Yeah.
This is Never at Dusk, and we've also got Math is Hard as well as Electric Kitchen Tableland, and we're going to be giving away all 3 of these, folks. We have a few people in the magical hat already. We're going to give them away in the next little bit.
Yeah, lots of people, and we're still taking information to put you in this giveaway. Definite gems to add to the collection.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Thumbtack.
Well, I've been making electronic music for probably about 6 years or so. Originally started off as a drummer, and I was kind of bitten by the sampling bug. I had a sampler given to me as a gift by the very generous Jason Newstead after a session I had done with him, and that kind of turned me on to hanging out more with the engineers than the musicians.
This is from Metallica, am I right?
Yeah, exactly, from Metallica. Yeah, I was a drummer on tour with flamenco artist Otmar Liebert at the time when I had hooked up with Jason, and he had a studio, still has a studio out in the East Bay, and visited him, and he had a little Roland MS-1 sampler that I absolutely fell in love with, and he sent me one a few weeks later on the road as a gift for doing the sessions for him and stuff, and just with a note saying good luck and have fun.
Wow, that's pretty.
So yeah, it was nice. It started me in the direction of getting more into production. I still play drums and record a lot of my beats and chop them up. A lot of them are heard on Thumbtack with the albums, very filtered, but.
Once again, folks, we're on the airwaves here with Thumbtack Smoothie, calling in from San Francisco's Quake Trap recording label.
Yeah.
And you guys, is it actually in the Bay Area? Where are you guys located exactly?
Yeah, we're located in San Francisco, and Quake Trap Recordings is essentially artist-owned and operated independent label based in San Francisco, and we're primarily dedicated to expanding the boundaries of hip-hop and electronic music. We also do sound design as well. We make Reason, Rex refills, do sound design as well, and sell sound design CDs as under the name of the header Mo Freak. Propeller Head has been nice enough to put us on their website, and that's available at AMG.com samples as well. But definitely, by all means, visit the Quake Trap label. A lot of good experimental artists up here coming out of the woodwork. We have a label mate of mine, Yoko Solo, fantastic album, just came out. Shaggy Manatee has put out the Quake Breaks album, which is a wonderful record you'll be hearing more of. And I'm putting records out as Thumbtack Smoothie on Quake Trap for a couple years now. And we're just trying to make people scratch their heads a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Once again, the Quake Trap record label can be found at quaketrap.com.
That's correct.
Get more information about the label. And there's also T-shirts, I think, available, all kinds of merchandise you can pick up there.
Exactly. We have all sorts of luxurious Quake Trap garments. And, of course, the whole catalog. There's videos to see pretty much every artist. And there is also sound clips as well, so you can take a listen and meander and take your time and scroll through the audio that we have laid forth for you.
Awesome. In the background right now, we have Thumbtack Smoothie's Math is Hard. This is one of the albums that we're giving away this evening. This is track number 3 called Freegal Costume. And we do have 1 copy of each album here from the Thumbtack Smoothie all the way from San Francisco, who's he's nice enough to give us a call here at the station. And we actually tried to line up a live performance, didn't quite happen. I'm sure we can arrange something in the future.
Yeah, in the future, I would love to do that. We just had a baby girl, and I'm a very proud papa, but not mobile at the moment.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Her name's Ember.
Aww.
Yeah, she's gonna be on the faders and twiddling knobs.
Hey, tell us a little bit about right off the bat, Thumbtack Smoothie, the title, the alias. How did that come about?
Oh, that came about. I was basically looking for a name that stood out, that was somewhat of a juxtaposition. Also, we were hanging around with a bunch of my friends, and we were just kind of brainstorming names, and we were thinking of something that would stick in your mind, and then I thought of how about something that would stick in your throat, and then so we just decided that I said Thumbtack Smoothie, and then they all laughed because they said that's a perfect description of your music. It sounds like a bunch of thumbtacks and a blender on Curie. And so I just took that as a compliment and ran with it. So that's essentially where the name came from. It's an odd name. It's two elements you wouldn't hear together. You wouldn't normally hear together. But I try to actually, make the best of the name and have that be my manifesto and have the music reflect that as well. I think there's smooth parts of it, and there's very sharp and pointed parts as well.
Excellent. Well, we've been enjoying all of the parts indeed, assimilating your music inside out, grooving to the beautiful musicalities and all of that lovely stuff.
Well, thank you so much. I'm very, very honored to be on this show. I'm very impressed at the way you focus on all things experimental, and there's this is if you build it, they will come.
Exactly, and we've been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah.
Also wanted to mention, let's start off with Electric Kitchen Tableland. This, as a matter of fact, this is one of your first albums, I believe.
It is, yeah.
And it's on Manic Obsessive. We're giving this one away tonight.
Correct.
Do you want to mention that I'm pretty sure that Electric Kitchen Tableland was the name of the studio, am I wrong?
It is. It was the name of the studio. Exactly. That was where I would record. We lived in this little crow's nest apartment in the middle of San Francisco on a hill, and my studio was essentially half the kitchen. And we would make do whenever we would cook. We'd just open the windows so that the room would steam up. But then I was able to get a lot of work done, and that became the moniker for the studio. We since moved up to. I'm up in the hills up in Twin Peaks now. And I have a different place up here, and a fully padded cell, and with a little bit of a view and enjoying life.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. There's a lot to talk about, of course.
I know.
Let's maybe we can describe basically Electric Kitchen Tableland. Tell me a little bit about the album. I know it was put together it's been over 3 years now.
Yeah.
But is Manic Obsessive part of the Quake Trap record label?
Yeah, it is. It is. It was initially, I started to put out records on Manic Obsessive before Quake Trap was formed, but then I kind of merged with Quake Trap, and now all my releases are coming out on Quake Trap. But that was a record I put out that was primarily just my sampler and the computer and a little... I think it was like a Boss drum module, and very, very modest as far as the gear goes. But I was able to just really focus in and try to get a little crazy with the overdubs and try to actually. I think I had an advantage instead of just a lot of sequencing directly on the computer. What I was able to do was take bits and pieces of audio out of the sequencer, load it up into my sampler, and be able to play the pads in real time, as if I were playing a drum performance.
And the way it looks like, I mean, you've definitely spanned the genre pack. I mean, you've got elements of drum and bass, drill and bass, you name it, dub, breaks and whatnot. We're listening to Disjointorama right now in the background. This is off the album Electric Kitchen Tableland.
Yeah, Disjointorama for me was trying to assimilate all those musical styles that you had just mentioned, and trying to take disparate elements and put them together in somewhat of a cohesive fashion, and enough to make a new environment. That's just what I was trying to do with the record, was to try to take the things that had inspired me and try to make something new with it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's play a little bit of this track here, and we'll be right back in 1 minute. You're listening to Pietro Watt
And your frequency modulator.
We're here with the Thumbtack Smoothie all the way from San Francisco. We're going to play a little bit of Electric Kitchen Tableland. This is track number 2, Disjoint-to-Rama.
You are currently tuned into Digital Nimbus on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. We are on live and direct with Thumbtack Smoothie from San Francisco.
Oh, you still there?
Good evening again.
Excellent.
Yes.
Ever so talented musician pushing the envelope, traveling through the portal to create experimental soundscapes that we love, by the way.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Nice to have an environment to be able to express myself.
Excellent. Well, keep up the great work, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I will. I'm just trying to keep my nose to the grindstone and enjoy life and try to express myself the best I can through the machines,
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming shows?
Myself, at the moment, I don't. But there is a Quake Trap is having a night, and my label mate Yoko Solo is performing. This is Sunday, June 20th at Little Baobab in the Mission in San Francisco, and that will be Yoko Solo, Shaggy Manatee, and an album that I also have a hand in producing with Shaggy Manatee of Quake Trap and Yoko Solo of Quake Trap. It's a hip-hop album. It's a very experimental hip-hop album called Helium 3, and they will be performing that same evening, 20th. So I'd like to promote that show. Everyone, if you're in the area, come on down.
Can we get more information over at quaketrap.com, is that right?
That's correct. All the information is posted on the Quake Trap on the front page. It'll let you know all things upcoming.
Definitely something to check out. Sounds like a great show indeed.
If only we were a little bit closer to
Yeah,
San Fran.
definitely. We have to make the road trip reality happen.
The miles and miles.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
In the background right now we have Thumbtack Smoothie's Math is Hard. This is the title track of the album, Math is Hard. We're giving away this one tonight as well, folks. This one, once again, this is on the Manic Obsessive record label, am I right? Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
That's right. This was 2002, the second release that you put out.
Yep.
And can you tell us a little bit about this? I know it's a slight different direction, but you can definitely feel the Thumbtack Smoothie signature is going right through this album as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to definitely make a progression from the first record up. I had immersed myself in a lot of other software and a lot of other sound design techniques, and I think it was really the point where the computers sucked me inside and wouldn't let me out, and I just had to make do, tapping on the inside of the glass, stopping to eat. But that record was a lot of detail work where a lot of those songs were really created from a lot of micro edits where I would go in and find audio that to me had been kind of mangled, but then I would hear melodies emerge from the mangled audio, and I would take little bits of them and region them, spend a lot of time on things that may have only taken a few seconds to occur. So that record took a long time to make. Each song I would go back and kind of tweak it, and every day I'd listen and hear something new that I wanted to add. So that was the main difference between the first one. Just kind of flowed out of me. I felt it was a lot easier album to make. This one was a lot harder to make, but I feel a lot more rewarding.
And we're listening to the title track. This is Math is Hard. We're on the phone lines right now with Thumbtack Smoothie calling in from San Francisco's Quake track. Quake, I almost have an issue with Quake.
You have an issue with that, and I always say Quake Trip.
Yeah, Quake Trip. Quake, whatever. That has a nice ring as well. But yeah, it's Quake Trap up here. That name came along because there's another studio. I have a home studio, and there's another studio where we do a lot of recording of the other Quake Trap artists at Quake Trap Recordings, which is a studio in San Francisco, and it's an underground subterranean affair, and we would always joke that if the big one were to come, we'd be entombed down there doing what we love.
Wow.
So that's where the name came from.
Excellent.
The fear of being crushed. So we decided to make some crushing noise instead.
So this album right here, you were saying micro editing. So you went through a lot of detail work, actually fine tuning and actually reconsolidating every bit of this album. Is that right? Exactly.
That's what I did. What I would do. My method for this record was I would make tracks, and I would have a basic rhythmic pulse, and then I would kind of take the rhythmic pulse and filter it, and then run it through a series of filters. And then when I would hear interesting things emerge, I would yank those out and then bring them back into the mix. And then a lot of the sounds that you hear are actually drawn in micro edits that can be done as far as pushing a delay parameter up as far as it can go before it actually blacks out the screen. You can actually see the wave and really get in there and maybe make a delay that's only 5 milliseconds long that might have a buzzing note to it, but you start to hear scales and notes in these strange buzzing noises that the machines create. So
talk about detail.
You're always trying to wrestle it to the ground, so to speak.
Subliminal detail coming at you from every angle.
And that's another thing I want to mention too, the subliminality of Thumbtack Smoothie's albums, in that you can go back and listen to these albums and always find something new within the sounds that you thought you heard, but something else actually just decides to pop out at you.
Oh, good. I'm glad you hear that. I really was interested in making some environments, like some places you could go, and sometimes you go back to a place and may not have noticed something carved in the tree, but
it has to do with maybe the environment that you're in. I notice, depending on where you're at and what mentality, mindset you're in,
right.
I'm sure you're going to hear these albums a lot differently. And in the background right now, this is the brand new album, Homestyle.
Yeah.
Also on Quake Trap. And once again, we're on the phone lines here with Thumbtack Smoothie. We've got one copy each here to give away, folks. We do have a few people in the magical hat that we accepted earlier on today.
Yeah, we have
a
actually
couple of phone calls,
a lot of people, and you still have time to get in the giveaway. Give us a call, KUCI, that's in the 949 area code, or email us, info@digitalnimbus.com. You can also IM us with your name, information, all that good stuff.
Got Thumbtack
and we will
Smoothie
put you in the giveaway.
On the phone lines right now. This is Homestyle with a track called June Louder, and we've also got Math is Hard to give away tonight. We've got Electric Kitchen Tableland to give away, and let's see here. This album, Homestyle. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Homestyle was for me, if Math is Hard was somewhat of a bludgeoning, this was a little bit more, maybe of a tender bludgeoning. I was trying really to. I think that the signal processing, the math is hard, really defined the record, and a lot of those sounds kind of would run amok, and I let them joyfully run amok, and I was happy with the consequences. But for homestyle, I was really trying to get back to more of a melodic element, where although the beats would be hard and there would be interesting things flying at you, there would always, if you listen, be some sort of melody that would creep in, either subliminally or overtly. But I just wanted to look for some sweet melodies in all the noise. I think that's what homestyle to me was. It was a change of scenery. We moved, we moved from one building to another, and it was a new beginning, and it was a fun album to make.
Let's take a little break here. We're going to move into June Louder here. Let this play and breathe for a little bit. So we've got about another 2 minutes. We're going to get right back with you. Thumbtack Smoothie. This is Digital Nimbus with Pietro By.
And your frequency modulator.
And we'll do the giveaway in a few minutes. Hang tight, Thumbtack. We're going to get to you in another minute and 30 seconds.
Okay, peace.
Peace. This is Digital Nimbus. We are on live with Thumbtack Smoothie. And in the background, we have Homestyle. Such lovely musicalities.
Crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
Thumbtack, are you there?
Yes.
Excellent.
Hello.
Well, we're listening to Homestyle once again. This is the brand new album from the Thumbtack Smoothie. I want to thank you for your support over at the Quake Track record label. You guys have been really cool with supporting us over here at KCI, and I know other DJs here have been spinning the Thumbtack Smoothie frequencies.
Excellent. We always like to shine the light right on back. We love your show in particular.
Got to get Yoko Solo's album in the studios and get that into rotation
Definitely.
as well.
That's an amazing record. There's another record that for me, every time I listen to it, I hear something new. He works very, very hard at making very cinematic soundscapes, very mischievous, kind of reminiscent of the good Alex Patterson Orb stuff. very, very, he takes you someplace. I really love that record a lot.
Yeah, you guys are all a very talented, multi-talented, shall I say, individual. Such a great collective. Quake Trap, in effect.
Check out their website over at quaketrap.com for more information about the label. There's also a message board up there, I believe. There's information about the releases, the artists, and I believe there's also some upcoming events that you can check out there. Some merchandise. I believe there's some t-shirts from Quake Trap. Excellent logo they have there. And who does the design behind the website? I mean, who's involved directly with the label?
Directly with the label? The artist who did the Sasha the Squid, the logo that's blazoned on everything. His name is Ivan Walker, and he's an incredibly talented CCAC graduate from here up in Northern California. He does computer animation, he does logos, he does a lot of T-shirt design. He's got a very, very vivid third eye. He also is an MC as well. He goes under the name Non Repro, and you can hear his MC stylings at Quake Trap. He is one of the MCs on the record Helium 3, the Primary Position album that's coming out. We have sound clips up on Quake Trap if you're interested in hearing that. That's with that record with Helium 3. That was really an experiment to try and see what would happen if I would give some strange noises to Shaggy Manatee, who's also a wonderful, talented producer in his own right, and he would shape them along with cut-up break beats that we had recorded, and also drum programming, expert drum programming of his own, with some MCs that we felt very proud to be associated with up here in San Francisco. A gentleman named Opt Rhyme from the Midwest, and another MC named Tenderizer. And they're the three MCs on Helium 3, which is kind of a experimental electronic hip-hop hybrid, if you will. But check it out.
Definitely check it out, quaketrap.com, a beautiful website and lots of great eye candy, musicalities, and all sorts of good stuff.
Wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I like to point people there so they can just kind of hang out.
Also, just to mention the artists on the label: Heat 3, Quake Breaks, Pancake Circus. I believe you're a part of Pancake Circus.
I am. Yeah, I'm the drummer and one of the producers in Pancake Circus as well.
Okay, and you've also got Thug Emporium, Yoko Solo, of course, and the Quake Trap Collective. Is that actually a collective? You guys all work together at some point?
We do. Pretty much the hub of the collective is Shaggy Manatee. He has worked with a lot of people up here in Northern California, most notably DJ Markey of the Wicked Crew, and Neil Harris as well of Tonka, and they started that a project called Defenders of the Faith. That kind of started the Quake Trap Collective. Shaggy had been producing hip hop acts as well. Thug Emporium, and I had some tracks that I wanted to add as well, and then Yoko Solo had an album coming out, so it became the collective became a forum for us all to kind of pull our ideas together, and through the wonderful guiding hand of the technical midwife Shaggy Manatee, a lot of people in the area were able to realize their dreams of being able to express themselves. Strange, otherworldly fashion.
Sounds beautiful, man.
Yeah.
We're on the phone here with Thumbtack Smoothie, just closing it up here. We got Little Dropper in the background right now. This is after the Homestyle full-length by Thumbtack Smoothie on the Quake Trap record label. Yeah. And I think what we'll do is we'll close this up. Is there any plugs or any shouts you wanted to mention before we let you go? Yeah, I just want to give a shout-out to everybody back east. Shout-out to everybody in San Francisco. Just a shout-out to everybody out there in Digital Nimbus land and KUCI. Really, once again, it really is a pleasure to be on a show that I really enjoy listening to. I mean, I go to Digital Nimbus to find new music that I may have missed, and I'm always pleased. It's a pleasure to be in such good company.
Thank you, Carl. That is an absolute honor.
No, thank you. It's nice to have a forum, and it's nice to be at home in the clouds up with you.
Beautiful.
Up here with you, yeah.
Oh,
Digital
yeah.
Nimbus Clouds, that is. And just after, in the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to continue playing Homestyle, the brand new album here by Thumbtack Smoothie. Once again, Carl, thank you very much for calling us in, that is,
Yeah.
to KUCI. And we'll be in touch. We're going to also arrange a live set, hopefully maybe in the autumn,
Yeah.
in autumn or something.
Yeah, I would love to when
we have time.
I'm able to travel again. I mean, Los Angeles and the whole area. I mean, especially where you are is definitely where we're going to go. You know.
Also, keep in mind that if you go to igloomag.com, you find a profile on the Thumbtack Smoothie. And also, it's actually on the the Quake Trap record label's website, but we kind of re-syndicated it and republished it over on igloomag.com. Click on profiles and you find out a little bit more detail into the Thumbtack Smoothie madness that is of electronics. And we're also going to do the giveaway, so stay tuned for that, folks. This is Pietrobot.
And your frequency modulator.
And we're here with...
Thumbtack Smoothie, and it was a pleasure to be part of your musicality.
In the
Oh,
background,
yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
In the background right now, this is Lil Dropper on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. This is Pietrobot.
And the frequency modulator, and we are signing off with the Thumbtack Smoothie. It's been an absolute honor. Very, very, very talented visionary over here. So hopefully we'll have him live in the studio playing for you all over the airwaves and as well as all over the world through your computer soon.
Yeah, and another thing, hang tight, Thumbtack. Don't hang up quite yet. But let's see here. We're going to do the giveaway, and you're listening to Homestyle in the background right now while we do the giveaway. This is Lil Dropper off of Homestyle.
You are tuned into Digital Nimbus on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. Just had an absolutely excellent interview with Thumbtack Smoothie from the good old SF, bringing to you live from the digital Nimbus over here. Absolutely talented individual. Check out quaketrap.com. Lots of great information, musicalities, upcoming shows, news, good stuff.
Let's do the giveaway here. Right off the bat, let's start with the very first album here by Thumbtack Smoothie, Electric Kitchen Tableland. We're going to do the CD giveaway right now, and the lucky winner is...
We're busting out our magical hat.
Got quite a few names in this one.
Definitely. Lucky winner number 1. We have...
crumpled sounds there.
Crumpled sounds. Gotta love that. Okay. We have Julia Matsuo. Beautiful. From the good old Valley. Bringing it to you. You're very lucky Julia indeed. A definite gem to add to your collection. Congratulations.
You just won a copy of Electric Kitchen Tableland by Thumbtack Smoothie. And the second album we have here is Math is Hard. That's off the Manic Obsessive record label. And this one is going to... Let's see here. I love doing giveaways here, folks.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Giving it to ya every which way.
This one's going out to Desmond and Andrea, tuned in from Canada, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Excellent.
Congratulations, Desmond.
Definitely.
You just won a copy of Math is Hard.
Beautiful.
And the brand new album here, folks. This is Homestyle. You're listening to it right now in the background. This is track number 5, Fragmentation Key. You can listen to the fragmented electronic sounds of the Thumbtack Smoothie as it crumples its way into your brain. And the lucky winner is...
Keenan Evers from Irvine. Congratulations.
Once again, quaketrap.com is the website. You can check out more information about Quaketrap. Thank you, Carl, for calling us up this evening. And let's move on with the show here. This is Fragmentation Key off of Homestyle. We're going to move into some Quench on the Din. Well, actually, the name of the album is called Din from U-Cover in Belgium. This is Pietro Bot.
And your frequency modulator. And God, what a great interview. That was an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it was pretty smooth.
Very cool. And definitely be on the lookout for Thumbtack Smoothie. Excellent music. Definitely something you should pick up. Well worth it. The soundscapes and the exploration attached to it. Entering through the portal. You never know where it's going to take you. Gotta love that.
Up next is, we've got Quench with a track called Cross. Congratulations to the winners of the Thumbtack Smoothie CD giveaway. We just gave away one album each from Thumbtack Smoothie. This is Pietro Bot.
And your frequency modulator. And we're going to get back to the music. Enjoy.